It's a warm one today. Yeah, but I just put up another light, a street light, an actual street light. So, and it's, on this lawn. So if it comes down, yeah, no holds barred. Yeah, I put up an actual street light. Gee, the new tenants or whatever they are just came back. I wonder if they'll notice. They did a U-turn. Yeah, maybe they noticed. Yeah, I was finishing putting it up, and look, they're coming up real slow. Okay, so I got that street light. It's pretty bright, and it's solar, of course, but I made a stake, and then I drilled it to that, and put it in the ground, surrounded it with rocks, poured in some cement, and water, of course, and then some more rocks, and then I did some zip ties and attached it to the wood that's behind it, that my wood, whatever. So, but it leans, just, reaches out over that sidewalk there. So hopefully it's tall enough they can't try and pull it down, but if they do, well, I'll see it happen. But yeah, it's going to be pretty bright in that corner, I'm hoping, tonight. And of course, it's parallel to that street sign pole. I went ahead and put up 2 more light poles. Yeah, after learning she hates the lighting, that's the first thing I'm going to do, it's add more. But, she had that kid destroy it 3 times, so the police did tell me as long as it's on my lawn, if they touch it, then I can do something about it. Yes, I would have to say my neighbor is intentionally causing me a little extra grief right now because she has these tenants who are living with her in lieu of doing repairs on the house. And, I got no problems with them doing repairs on the house. But, again, I moved my vehicle this far to, leave ample room for them to park. And they still decide to have to come like within 1.5 feet of my bumper. Even though they got all that room in front, all the room across the way. See what I'm saying? They're doing it intentionally. And then I back it up, and then they back it up. I back it up, they back it up. So, and they're leaving me, rude comments on YouTube. So, clearly, yeah, they're under the impression she's a victim, and I'm causing her grief. And so their goal at this point is to cause me grief. And, I really don't appreciate being bullied when I haven't done anything to that woman at all. But I am going to make sure, I'm making a notation every time this little altercation takes place between them and me, or any of her tenants, employees, friends, and myself. Because, like I said, I've done nothing to anybody, except for, I live here. And of course, the funny part being, they're complaining about being on camera, being spied on. When all they got to do is move that vehicle up into her driveway or closer, further down, and they're no longer in range of my cameras. They know what the range of my cameras are by this point, so, clearly they want to be on camera, right? I was kind of hoping the sheriff would show up, because the sheriff still hasn't actually served Misty and Derek. But, maybe I should get a process server instead, because the process server, they can hang out and wait for hours and hours and hours instead of, just catching them when they're there or not there. Because, the sheriff only apparently works business hours. And I guess people that are trying their best not to get served, they know that. And so they only show up at other times or whatever. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe I need to get a process server instead of the sheriff to do this work. Yeah, I am backing up my car again. I don't want them to have any excuse to come within 5 feet of my vehicle. So yeah, I backed up the vehicle even further. So if they choose to be in my camera's view, that's their choice. But they don't need to be that close to my vehicle. And like I said, the very, I guess, ironic part is they don't want to be on my camera because they think I'm spying on them. You know, everybody actually in this neighborhood has security cameras, but mine apparently are a little more irritating. But, yeah, okay, so they don't want to be in my camera's view, but they go out of their way to make sure they are within the view of my camera. And yes, I have car insurance, but I've had that car for 20 years now. I don't want to see anything happen to it because, you know, Blue Book on that car ain't anything, okay? So, you know, I got car insurance. They'll just total it. But, no, seriously, I put a lot of love into this car. I don't need somebody who's angry at me because I'm trying to legally collect money from my neighbor. Decide to just do something to my car just because it's there within their arm reach, you know? If they're going to do anything to my car, they're going to have to, I'm hoping, go out of their way to do it. Yeah, see, I backed it up enough that there's no reason his foot will touch my car. And hopefully he has ample room to do his unloading and loading up. So yeah, right after my motion sensors, the alarm went off. What do I see? Yep. Like I said, clearly they like being on camera, or else they wouldn't keep parking right underneath it. You can call them right now. This is my property. Go. I haven't destroyed anything. You destroyed my fence. And this is why I have security cameras. Well, we can see each other in court again. The judge has already determined that you owe me money. That this is my area. So, you know. You touch anything on this side and you're going to jail. Yeah, they hate the security cameras. Go figure. So yeah, that was my neighbor. She came running out screaming. And I walk out there and I see that she's screaming at the lighting and the camera. Yes, I did come back in the house. I can't believe that just happened. I was just, you know, in the kitchen and my dog's barking, and I'm hearing some screaming, and so I look outside, and I see it's her, and she's looking up at the lighting, and she's trying to figure out how to take down the lighting, and the lights, and the cameras, and she's screaming how she's going to call the cops on me, because I destroyed her property, her mantle, she said. Oh my God, no, this is actually my area here. It's not even touching your mantle. It's not. But yeah, she's out there again right now. If she takes it down, yeah, I guess she's going to. But it wouldn't be the first time she's destroyed something of mine, right? But she's screaming, oh, I'm going to call the cops. I'm like, go ahead. Don't, you know. Here, let me give you a phone. Yeah, angry and screaming, and Derek's standing right there listening to it, and you know, again, they're mad because they're on camera and they're underneath motion lighting, and I'm like, you know, I'm thinking you don't have to be under the motion lighting or be on camera. You could move it a little further up, right? So, I don't know, maybe the police will show up tonight, maybe not. I told her, call them, you know, I'm going to call them tomorrow. Like, call them right now. Okay, I went ahead and just uploaded it to YouTube. Just have it one other place. But you know, you would think that they would appreciate that lighting, since he's always having to use a flashlight to look inside the back of his vehicle while he's loading it. Boy, good thing I moved my car further back, huh? Okay, it's the 26th. It's the morning after that little tiff, I guess if you want to call it that, with my neighbor, you know, her tenant that is not a tenant, that just showed up, I guess, is renting a really big truck, you know, I think a U-Haul, whatever, he rent a truck thing, after he had, you know, parked his vehicle there. So, I don't know, maybe he's going to haul away some stuff from her yard, I would hope. But yeah, no, I just know that at this point in time, you know, I haven't seen any police, and she did say she was going to call the police. I probably should have called them myself. Yeah, it's definitely Derek, and so I guess he's renting that truck. And Linda just left going one direction, and now, oh yeah, see, he's going to flip a Yui right there in front. And then, I guess, go the other direction. Yeah, who knows what's going on next door. But my guess is it's probably something not good. It never is good. Oh, and now they're going to park next to my car again. Yeah, that's okay. We see what they're up to. Don't want to be on my camera or my lighting. They're going to park directly in front of this house. It's a bit windy out tonight. And yeah, I don't need to keeping an eye on whether or not my neighbor or her tenants destroy that light because, well, you know, I do have the license plate numbers. I do have the make and model of the cars, the names, and, well, if they're going to do it, they're going to do it, right? But seriously, I mean, they just, I guess, are causing me this grief because I owe my neighbor, I guess, or no, let me rephrase that. Because my neighbor owes me money. Can you imagine if, like, the electric company or the phone company or any company that she owed money to had to put up with this crap? One thing is certain, yeah, I'm definitely taking all the video and the pictures and the comments on YouTube with me to the next court hearing on 11/18/2019, just to show the judge that I am being continuously harassed and, you know, experiencing grief simply because my neighbor doesn't like the fact she owes me money. I mean, you know, seriously, it's crazy that she would employ people to destroy my property or just harass me simply because she owes me money. Money that 3 different judges have stated she owes me. And you know, I've done absolutely nothing to this woman. Ever. Ever. But, okay. A couple weeks ago, I did manage to do a successful bank levy, and I seized $620 out of her checking account. Yay me. But, you know, I did it legally. It was a bank levy. But right after that, I noticed, yeah, all of a sudden, she's been on a mission for the last 2 weeks of having people irritate me. People that are living with her. People that she's employed. You know, to, like I said, destroy the lighting on the pole. Destroy the lighting I put up on the lawn. You know, yell at me, scream at me, leave dirty comments or mean, vindictive comments. Like somehow I'm supposed to, you know, feel bad because they don't like the fact that the sweet little old lady owes me money. No, I don't feel bad, and neither did the 3 judges who told her she owes me money. But, you know, it's only money. Feel free to start that GoFundMe page, throw it on your credit card, run, don't walk to the closest sheriff's station and pay off her debt. I mean, that's what a real friend would do. Basically, it boils down to this. If you do not like the fact that that sweet little old lady owes me money because 3 judges told her so, and you feel that harassing me is in your best interest, I'll tell you right now, it is not in your best interest, because in the end, you too will owe me money. And, you know, maybe you can run just as good as she can, but at this point in time, I just don't see why you need to invest that much energy and that much stress and that much of a headache because some little old lady told you she doesn't like the fact that she owes me money. But that's entirely up to you. You know? Whatever you choose to do is what you choose to do. I personally choose to keep doing the legal method of collecting that money my neighbor owes me. And as soon as it's paid off, well, I guess you'll find somebody else to harass. Oh, and if you're confident that that sweet little old lady is being wronged and shouldn't have to pay me that money, feel free to come to that courthouse on 11/18/2019 and explain to the judge why you feel you have the right to harass me because 3 judges in that courthouse said she owes me money. I'd love to hear your explanation.